Hey guys, it's Eric with the Miller Park Minute, where we're throwing strikes and getting likes, hitting dingers and getting listeners. Back again with another episode. God, it has been a hot minute. NL Central champions. Moving on to the LCS, which is huge. I'm showing a little bit of lag. I don't know if that's showing up in the YouTube video or not. Obviously, the audio version will be a little bit better. But if there's lag, I apologize. It's been a hot minute, and I had to figure out how to reset this up again because it's been a while. Right now, we are currently 8 innings deep into the ALCS. Mariners are on top. Shout out to the Butcher. Mariners doing it. But let's get into where I've been, what's happened, and just what's going on in the world of Milwaukee Brewers baseball. I got the shirt on, Stomping Grounds, Miller Park, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This is an older shirt, obviously, but nonetheless, we proved that Miller Park is our home, it is our stomping ground, it is our advantage in this postseason. Being the best team in baseball, I'll say it again for those in the back, the best team in baseball, we have proven it by advancing and proving the doubters wrong. Even the doubters amongst our own media and our own fan base are being proved wrong at this moment. And I officially love it. I'm actually covering up Bryce in the background picture, if you're looking at the background picture. And we don't want to do that. But the thing that I'm going to say here is I have made predictions year in and year out about how good this team is. I have said 100 things, and then you've got doubters out there just doubting everything in the world of Brewers baseball and every piece of potential that this crew has. And I'm not a fan. I have not been a fan. I have often dissed on Locked On Brewers for this same thing. The guy is half in, half out, day in, day out. He is not on the level of a diehard fan. I barely feel like he's a fan most days. And that's the main man, Chuck. Brandon does a good job over there. Dom was the best Locked On host that we've ever had. Dom is a good friend of the podcast, obviously. But yeah, starting tomorrow night on TBS. I don't know what we're looking at as far as a potential. I apologize if you're watching this on YouTube. This video is going to be atrocious, and I don't know how to fix this live in the edit. So if it comes back jumpy and you're watching me, it's jumping all over. Just turn off the video and listen to the audio, because the audio is more important. So where have I been? Why haven't I recorded this season? It has been a hell of a season. I should have been here all season long, but life happens, stuff happens. Just haven't gotten the opportunity, been very busy as life goes. So we're back for the postseason. We're back. Probably going to do this nightly through the postseason because we have a game just about every night. And we'll just talk Brewers ball again. It's good to be talking about it. I've been consistently talking with the friends of mine that are big Brewers fans. I text with some of you guys nightly, so if you're in my text circle, I'm happy to have you there, and don't think I'm ever annoyed. We're just watching this. Butcher is a Mariners fan, and it looks like the Mariners are about to move on. So, I move on. They're gonna go up one game on the Blue Jays, which the Blue Jays were a buzzsaw, and they just killed the Yankees. So, that was one of the shorter series. Obviously, the Phillies and Dodgers was a short series. Dodgers are a postseason team still. And I was listening to the media, and I've listened to everything since. I was watching Talking Baseball before, and they were talking about how the Dodgers, this could go two ways, basically. This could prove that the strategy of paying everybody works, and it's the only way to be competitive in baseball. But if the Brewers win this series, then it proves that you don't have to pay everyone in baseball. It proves that you can get by with a quote unquote group of average Joes. We'll see where that lands. I mean, there's still going to be the arguments as for and against the salary cap either way. I don't foresee that changing in the future. I don't. I really don't. I don't know what we're going to see in the collective bargaining and what they're going to do going forward. But that is a topic of conversation. Right now, I want to get into more of what this season has brought to us. A record 97 wins, guys. I have predicted over and over again and said basically every time I could scream from the mountaintop, hey, we're going to be a 100-win team, you watch. And albeit we didn't get to 100 wins, I also think they ran out of gas in that final week. And I've said it over and over again. I think that the team just ran out of gas. It wasn't fully on, I guess, a level of like they just stopped competing. I think they needed the rest, and I think they needed to keep the team fresh and healthy to go on an extended run here. We got over the hump. Everybody says we have this hump in the first round of the playoffs, and we can't get past the first round, and so on and so forth. I don't feel that's a thing. I've never felt that was a thing. But here we are now. We're in round 2. We're moving on. And it's exciting. It is a very exciting time to maybe turn that off. Let's see if that gets me less laggy. We'll see. Just trying to get the stream less laggy as I talk, guys. You know, I'm a multitasker. I'm always doing multiple things at once, typically reading articles. It was cool to see Ryan Braun there. I'm going to say that. If we go out and we talk about former Brewer support, Ryan Braun is supporting his club in the best way possible by showing up. And he was a lifetime Brewer, so it just makes sense to see Ryan Braun. CC Sabathia had good things to say, albeit he is on my enemies list. He is rival number 4 currently. And I'm sure you've heard me talk about it. I don't need to talk about that again. But albeit there was good things as being said. Pedro Martinez has been on the Brew Crew since the beginning. And that's been fun. It's fun to have Pedro have our number. Talking Baseball guys, as I talked about before, they are on the team's page as well. So just good juju, good karma, I guess, all the way around. It's good to have the crew have a positive vibe, positive feel, especially being the best team in baseball where they doubt us. They doubt us 100%. Even our own media doubts us. Shout out to my guy, also diss to my guy, but Bart Winkler was just saying how he would bet if he was told he'd get $1 million, he'd bet that the Brewers would lose in 5. Check the tape on that one. That's out on social media right now. Rogers Center. They're at Rogers Center tonight. Speaking of another best team in baseball, Blue Jays were one of the top teams in baseball. And they're currently down 3-1. So being the best doesn't always work out. That being said, guys, God, I am so excited. I didn't do this last night because I was at a loss for words, because when we get to this point in the season, the emotion runs so high, the stress runs so high. I have been feeling it all week long, and I know a lot of my friends in this fan base has too. And it was just a breath of relief to sit and enjoy this moment. And here we are now. We're playing tomorrow night. I have yet to decide to go to a game just because of the fact that standing rooms are so expensive. I usually like standing room in the playoffs just because it's the cheapest price of entry. I think tonight I looked at it was $100 a piece just to go stand around and walk around the stadium. It's so tight in that stadium when you sit, and I don't have thousands of dollars for tickets, so that is my way of going about it. God, can we talk about the home runs yesterday? Those home runs. You see the man, my favorite player, Bryce Turang, sitting behind me. God, and they were monsters too. You know, the funny memes that we saw over the last week of them trying to reach those balls was just hilarious. They're jumping for balls that are hitting literally the black at Miller Park. They are jumping for these balls, and it's so funny. I can't even with those. Like, what were they doing? What were they trying to do here? My computer is running slow across the board. Maybe it's just I didn't reset before I started. This video is going to lag. I am sorry for the lag, but the content is still there, guys. The content. They still haven't. I'm trying to see. So Snell has been named for game one. The Brewers have yet to name a starter. It was said that Freddie's going to do game two. I don't know if they're going to re-rack. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. If they're going to re-rack the rosters. But the Brewers are coming off of the season sweep of the Dodgers, so that is huge in my opinion. I think that speaks volumes to what this team can do. So let's kind of go down through the breakdown while we're sitting here. And this is an MLB article, you know. Will Smith versus Contreras. They're giving the advantage to the Brewers on that one. This goes position by position. So Rhys Hoskins, obviously Vaughn, for the Brewers. On the Dodgers side, you got Freddie Freeman, obviously advantage Dodgers. Freddie Freeman, second base, Bryce Turang over. I don't know position players for the Dodgers very well at all, apparently. Tommy Edman and Ha-Seong Kim. Obviously, Brewers get the advantage there. Shortstop. You got Betts at short. It's advantage Dodgers over Joey Ortiz. Third base. You're looking at Max Muncy versus Durbin, Dodgers. Left field, Kike Hernandez or Alex Call. Jackson Churio, Brewers advantage there. Center field, Andy Pajes. And then center fielder for the Brewers, Blake Perkins or Brandon Lockridge, advantage Dodgers. Lockridge, I don't know. It was funny the other day. I was watching the game and I'm like, whatever happened to Mitchell? And I forgot Mitchell got injured way back in the middle of the summer, and we haven't seen him all summer. He's just been one of those guys that's kind of been a disappointment for us. Then we're talking about right field. You've got Teoscar and our boy, Summer Sal Frelick, 1 out away from the Mariners. 1 out away at the top of the 9th. I was gonna say it's not the end of the game. They're giving the advantage to the Dodgers, Teoscar, on that one. I don't know why. Yelich and Ohtani are DHs. Obviously, they're giving that. Ohtani, it's going to be a tough one to watch because I like Ohtani. Starting rotation, the Dodgers have so many starters. Glasnow, Snell, Yamamoto, Ohtani. Ohtani is pitching in the postseason. Meanwhile, the Brewers have Freddie, Mizorowski, Quinn Priester, Jose Quintana. They're giving the advantage to Dodgers. Bullpen. They're actually giving that to the Brewers. They're not giving out names, but the Dodgers bullpen has struggled. They're still sending Dodgers at 7 though. Ugh. It's biased. It's MLB.com. It's probably a Dodgers beat writer that wrote that. It's okay. We'll take it. Apologize. I'm knocking the ring rust off here. It's been a long time since I've sat behind this, in front of this camera, behind this microphone, whatever you want to say it. But I wanted to get out here. I wanted to talk Brewers baseball for the first time in a long time to you, to the audience. I got a notification that I was about to lose monetization status on YouTube, which, mind you, I've never really made any real money on YouTube, but it's the same point that it took a lot of time to get to where I am. I've done this for, almost 7 years that I've sat here and talked baseball with you guys. So I think we just got to keep showing up. We keep the faith. I think this team is good enough. Miz has been really good. I hope to see more of him. Chad Patrick has been really good. I hope to see more performance from them. Freddie stumbled a little bit in the game in Chicago, but he was really good. Priester had a rough start. I would like to see what he does in his second postseason start. I think we'll get the opportunity to see that. See if Woody has any capabilities to come back and to be a part of this team. Ashby was really solid. Ashby was very freaking solid. So let's hope that we can see Ashby. Let's go Crew. I'm excited. I think you can hear the excitement in my voice. That's why I'm back on this podcast, back doing this thing. And I will keep doing it through the postseason, guys. So a little shorter episode to get started. It's been a minute, so I think the technical thing really threw me off here in this episode, because if I would have got the technical right and it wouldn't have lagged, we would have gone deep dive. But tomorrow, game 1. Follow all the socials. Miller Park minutes on everything. Miller Minute on X. We'll be back. We'll talk some more Brewers. Game 1 starts tomorrow, today, whenever you're listening to this, Monday night. Let's go, Crew. As always, this is Eric with the Miller Park Minute. Go Brewers. And you guys have a great rest of your day, evening, whenever you're watching this. Hopefully we pull out a win in game 1. Take the 2 in Milwaukee. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like and subscribe.
Thank you for watching the Miller Park Minute. Go Brewers!